Hello, everyone. I'm hopping on to talk about my emotions and to give you an example of what you're worth. I work in the automotive field. I deliver parts to our commercial vendors. The majority of them are married. All of them flirt with me and, you know, let me know I'm pretty. I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is them acting like it's okay to hint that they would be open to, I don't know what you call it, friends with benefits or something. But anyway, they're married. No, that is not acceptable behavior to me. You know, I regret the things I did when in my 20s. But the one thing that I did, if I knew the man was married, I made sure the woman knew about me. I don't care if you're married. I wanted them to know because don't make him, I'm not going to make a man look like he is perfect because he is not. And, now I know what it's like to be cheated on. My son's father cheated on me many times. And I just looked at it. I didn't care because he was still coming home to me. Things were still we were still making our bills. We were doing what it took. Well, let me be truthful. I took care of the bills and he was out cheating. You know, it's hard enough to be single and you see couples together and you think they're happy and they're just showing a facade. Ladies, please don't ever be with a married man. I don't care what the hell they say to you. Do not be with a married man. Don't give them their cake and eat it too. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to your emotions. And majority of the time, they're not going to leave their wives to be with you. I know there are some that do, but there's not very many who will. So please don't put yourself in that situation of getting hurt because you're the one that's going to get hurt. And it's going to be sad if you have a child with that person during that, too. You know, earlier this week, an Amazon guy, he saw me, he told me I was pretty, and he loved the color of my hair. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. And he asked if we could get to know each other better. And I was like, well, sure. So I gave him my number. And as soon as I called him, he was Fort Worth. He was like, I have a girlfriend and we just broke up, but we're still living together. And, I was thankful for his honesty. But I know my worth, and I'm not going to be with a man who is still living with his ex-girlfriend because they have a child together. Guarantee you they were still sleeping together in the same bed. That's still, there's feelings there. And in my opinion, he was telling me half the truth. I guarantee you, yeah, he was done, but she probably doesn't know he's done. And that's not fair to her. And I'm not going to act like it is fair to me because it's not. I want to be number one in a man's life. I want us to build a relationship together. I want us to completely be dependent on one another. And it's just like what my ex-husband did. He broke my heart. I wasn't expecting him to be faithful because I was in the United States and he's in Morocco, Africa and Morocco. And I gave him permission to see other people. And I thought we were building a relationship together. We building together. I don't care if you fuck around. Fuck around. But when you're making me think that we're together and we're building a life together and we were building a business together, and then he went off and married another woman. And yes, in my heart, I know why he did it because he wants children and I'm not able to give him children. I will be able to give him children when we get the medical beds, but those aren't coming in any time soon. So I can't just give him a child right this moment. God showed me I have another uterus, but I don't know how to access it, I guess. I don't know because I'm still not with a child. And I can't give you, and he knew from the get-go I couldn't have children. I didn't keep that a secret from him. I I couldn't have children because I had a total hysterectomy. He knew I couldn't have children. And he went behind my back and married another woman, and I know he married her to start a family, but he was still using my money to invest in their lives. That's not fair, and that's just evil. And I am totally not going to accept what he had done to me. And I'll be damned if I'm going to put myself in that position again. I want a relationship where we are working together to get shit done, where we want to be, what we want to gain, well, how it's going to unfold. I have no idea. But I know when I find the right man, it's going to be exactly, we're going to be working together. We're going to be on the same page. We're going to make our dreams come true. It's not going to just be about him. And that's what my ex-husband was. And that's what my son's father was. It was only about him, his needs, their dreams, their wants, their desires, whatever. I'm going to find that man who will literally work together to make both of our dreams happen. I'm praying that I already meet an established man who's already got his things together, and he'll encourage me to do art and teach me what he did so I can make mine. I'm already living my dream. I'm just not financially set. That's where I'm struggling. I'm already living my dream, though. I am a great massage person, misogynist. I love helping others. I love helping my family. You know, I'm super in my comfort zone. Like, I don't need a man to, like, financially take care of me. I want him to be my comfort. I want him to be there for my mental state, my emotional state, my spiritual state. I need him for physical connection, not financial. And that seems my biggest thing is I keep finding men who use me for financial means, which in truth, I don't have the financial means to be helping them. I had to take loans or borrow money to help them. And then I'm stuck with the bill, and that's what I'm dealing with now. But that's my problem. But I'll be damned if I'm going to be with a married man and put myself in that predicament. I'm not doing that either. Even if there was a really wealthy married man, which it doesn't matter. You should not put your emotions on the table. You should not even look their way. Don't be a homewrecker. Kids need their parents. Kids need that stability of a mom and a dad together. They need to see that mom and dad can work it out. I wish I could have gave that to my son, but I had to love myself enough to walk away because I knew my son's father didn't love me. And that really hurt. It hurt so much. And I shut down. I don't want to go through that again. I'm not going to put myself through that. And ladies, don't do that to yourselves. It hurts when you're not enough for them. Their family, and they should always choose their family. If I'm being honest with you, a married man should always choose his family. Yes, sex is sex. But don't be stupid and only commit to them when they're not committing to you. I admire that woman who can go fuck that married man and she still got hers. You know what I mean? She's still doing her things. And, some married men will help the other woman when they're helping their wives. But there's not very many of those that have that kind of money. So don't put yourself in that predicament regardless. And if you're a weak woman, and there's so many that are, you open your heart up to them and you shouldn't be. There's no reason for it. A married man is already committed. I guarantee you he loves his wife. He's just bored in the bedroom. Listen to that again. A married man loves his wife. He's just bored in the bedroom. So he's doing whatever to take care of his needs. But that's not for all of them. I mean, some men just, like in my situation, we lived too far apart. And I knew he had needs and I wanted him to get them met. I could meet my own needs. I didn't need another man. But as long as I thought he was being committed to me, I was sticking around. When he chose to lie to me, I knew he wasn't committed. It was a bank account, and that crushed my heart. But I'm not going to live there because he isn't worth it. He's dead to me. I've made sure he knows he's dead to me, but he still thinks he can follow me on the media and, whatever. You can follow me all you want. You'll never get me back because I'm done. I am done allowing anyone to play with my emotions and use me for their means. I'm going to be alone. I'll be fine with being alone. I'm going to learn as I go. When I find that right spouse, that soulmate, my soul is going to know that he's for me. I just know I'm going to know. And I really thought the man in Morocco was him. My whole being wanted us to make it happen. I wanted that happily ever after. I knew it was hard for us living in two different states or countries. Not states, countries. Like I live here in the United States. He lives in Morocco. Right underneath Spain. Anyone who doesn't know that, but I loved him. I wasn't in love with him because I don't know if I'm capable of being in love with a man, but I was able to love him because he met my emotional needs at first. Towards the end, he wasn't meeting he wasn't meeting my emotional needs, he wasn't meeting my sexual needs, he wasn't meeting my mental needs, my physical needs, or financial needs. He wasn't doing nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. And that should have been my first clue. He wasn't my soulmate. Because your soulmate is going to meet your spiritual needs, your emotional needs, your physical needs, your mental needs, and your financial needs. It's not going to be about just him. And my friends all told me he was just using me. He was just using me. He was just using me. And I kept saying, no, 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 no. He's not just using me. No, he's not just using me. He lives in a third world country. He has no education. He needed help. And I kept telling him, you just like you help your significant other, I help my significant other. But they were upset because I was always helping him and he was never helping me. Ladies, don't get yourself into that. If they are not helping you, let them go. They're just using you. Please understand me. I had to learn the hard way. Twice I've had to learn the hard way. The first guy, my son's father actually was, I don't know. He came from money. Let me just say that. He came from money. But I was never there because of the money. I was there because of our love. But it was really only one-sided. Again, he loved himself. He didn't love me. He didn't love our child, which really hurt me so much because when we started trying to have a child, that was very important to me. I told him from the very beginning, please don't have a child with me. If you don't, you're not going to always be there. We're not always going to be able to pick each other and work things out. He said he always have my back, always have my back. And he didn't always have my back. And when I realized it, the one person that's supposed to catch you when you fall, and it was supposed to be him, and he didn't catch me. I know how to love. I do. I know how to love. I know how to serve people. I know how to caress them. And my biggest thing is I've always been my love language is touch. The more I can touch you and feel you and help you heal, the more I connect with you. And, I don't know any other, like, I don't know how to communicate very well. So in my way, I have to show you how much I love you. And I'm trying to learn the communication, but it's hard. It's not easy. I can't even communicate with friends that I have. When I get upset, I just shut down and I stop talking. And they are mean to me, and I have to just walk away. And there's times we don't talk for years. There's times we don't talk for months, sometimes weeks, but usually it's years. And I'm getting better with that because I'm not going to apologize for being who I am. If you can't see that you've hurt me with your words, then and then walk away or just shut down or just shut up or whatever, then I don't need you in my life. I don't want anyone in my life for that matter who wants to hurt me, because I'm not here to be anyone's word, like for you to break me down and tear me down and be disrespectful to. I want to be respected in everything. You know, I love people. I love them the best way I know how. And then when they teach me how to love them, also I do what they ask me to do. You know, that's why I don't understand things at times when people are trying to teach me and then they're so angry and evil, you know. But then when you step back and step out, you realize it isn't about you. They're going through some kind of a trigger, or they're trying to manipulate you to be the slave, or um, they want to kill your light. Sometimes it's not even about you, it's about your light and how beautiful it is, and they want to destroy it because theirs was destroyed. And that's super sad. Super, super sad. And you know, I have such a giving heart, and I love purely, and it's hurtful. You know, it's hurtful when a married man flirts with me. It's hurtful when um, guys flirt with you, but they don't really show any initiative of wanting to get to know you. I I also shut a man down if they, within the first day that we start talking and you want to talk about sex. I'll talk about sex, but you ain't talking to me the next day, because I want a man who can literally come within me and touch my soul with words of compassion, words of wisdom, words of uh, just beautiful um, intimacy with just words. I want intimacy with words, not our bodies. And I just can't entertain anybody after that. You should not be talking about sex within the first day of getting to know somebody. If we just meet literally like day one, and you bring up sex within an hour of a conversation, I know that's all you're wanting. I don't want nothing else to do with you, because I want more than sex. I want a commitment. I want your heart. I want your time. I want us to do things together. You know, I envy those people who met their love of their life at teenagers. They know what they like and what they, all their little hobbies and ticks and tricks, and they know everything. You know, those people are so blessed. I'm sure they had horrible arguments and they went through a lot of things, hating each other and, you know, whatever. But they still keep choosing each other. They keep loving one another. They keep getting to know each other. They keep going out and doing things together. That's what keeps a relationship real. That's what keeps the energy flowing, because they keep doing and going and speaking and always still choosing one another. Because I know sex can be just sex. And there's some sexual partners that ain't worth a damn out there. But you still have something physical, emotional, holding you there. Because, you know, in my mindset, a woman cheats on a man 2 reasons. 2. He's not mentally there, and he's not physically there. She needs both of those. And when she isn't getting it, she will go find it somewhere else. And when a man chooses to work all the time instead of being there for her, that's when she starts wandering. Because she's not secure in his love. She's not secure in his need for her. You know, I occupy my own time, so I'm okay. But what would really get me if I had a man that didn't have the sexual experience that I need? Because it's not about the size of what a man has, it's about how he works it. And if he doesn't know how to work it, you're not entertaining me. It's pointless for me to just be with a man for sex because I can get myself off. I can do myself. I'm okay with it. You know, I'd rather do myself than waste my time on somebody else. I've been doing it for 25 years. My problem is I don't need a man for sex. I need a man for emotional stability and intimacy, and I really want the physical. I want hugging and kissing, cuddling. I want as much touch as possible. Watching movies together, taking showers together. You know, I need that touch. I need to feel wanted. I need to feel accepted. And the men I have been with are not showing me that. So I pull away and I let go. I know my worth. And I'm not going to settle for anything but the best that God has. And that's fine, letting go of people. It hurts, I won't lie. But I'm not going to stay with somebody just to have a body. I'm good. Really, I'm good. But ladies, I just wanted to hop on here and please know your worth. Don't mess with a married man. Don't mess with a man who has a girlfriend. I mean, it's truly, really up to you if you want to mess with a man. If they have an open relationship, just know if they have an open relationship, you're not their priority. You're just a toy. You're just a plaything. Something for them for entertainment. So know what you're getting yourself into. And if you are a woman who puts her heart on her sleeve, do not put yourself in that predicament because you are going to be the one that gets hurt. They're just playing. They're just livening up the bedroom because they're bored with each other. So I would never put myself in that predicament. You know, I'm a very strong woman. I used to tell the other woman all the time, I don't want your man. You can have him. I just need a fix, which that's usually what I would get. Get a fix and then I'd move on. You know, I'm not like I can get myself off. Been doing it for a very long time. I'm okay with it. You just got to have that mindset, though, that mentality that you deserve the best man that God truly has for you. And he needs to be mirroring you, giving you the same thing you give him. And if they're not, let those motherfuckers go because they ain't worth shit. I had to learn that the hard way. I thought, he's in a third world country. He's just fucking poor. No, it wasn't that. It really wasn't that. He's just fucking himself. Only worried about himself. And, he's still stalking me. I hope he watches this video and it crushes his motherfucking heart like he did mine. Because he's worthless. He's just a piece of shit. And I will never let you back into my life. You can have that one. Love you from afar. And I hope you and the wife that you made are making a good life for each other. Which I already know you're miserable. So, good luck with that. Ladies, I'm going to hop off here now. I got what I needed to say off my mind. And I hope you learn from my mistakes and not do the same things because it is very heartbreaking to pour yourself into something and think it's going to be your happy ever after and it not be. So I love you all. I give you great big hugs, and you guys have a wonderful evening.